What's up everyone? It is early morning here and I figured I'd enjoy the last of the warm weather down here in the south, but I have something cool to show today. This is the Benchmade Taggedout and this is from their Hunt series. So I saw this and was immediately intrigued, so Blade HQ was kind enough to send this out for me to check out, and not gonna lie, I opened it yesterday and the first time I flicked it I was like, I don't know. I guess I was just so used to the regular full-size bug out that it kind of threw me off. But I did what I usually do, throw it in the pocket and just move on. And yeah, so far actually now, after, carrying it in the pocket for a day and a half, it's actually grown on me a lot more. I think I was just getting used to the bigger handle size. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a very interesting run for them. You have a longer, bigger blade than your traditional bug out. You have that super nice blade design. Benchmade also does really good at their stone wash. I really think that's a beautifully stone wash blade. And then you have a differently contoured handle, which is super comfortable. So I'll show you real quick some size comparisons, just like this. So this is your full size bug out compared to the new Taggedout. So as you can tell, definitely a lot bigger. And just for fun, we'll put it up to the mini bug out. So yeah, this is a big dude, but I think it's gonna do really well for them, especially in the Hunt series, because it's so lightweight for how much blade you get. Super lightweight, nice contoured handles like I mentioned. Even the pocket clips kind of curve down. You still have that deep carry mini clip. And of course you have your access lock. Just in the day and a half that I've been fidgeting with it, it's definitely broken in a lot more. But yeah, pretty cool. This has CPM 154 steel. And I think the cutout's really nice. Versus the thumb stud, I'm always a big fan of opening holes. And they did a good job at not making them sharp. They definitely grinded those down so that way it's not too sharp. Really think that blade is a cool looking blade. So I was interested in checking this out because Benchmade for me is kind of soft spot, because Benchmade knives is what really got me into EDC, or like the nicer EDC, bug out, mini bug out, all that stuff. So I really wanted to check this out. One of the only things that I don't enjoy about Benchmade is sometimes the QC is faulty. So I went through this phase where I kept ordering Benchmade knives, mini Osborne, this or that, and some of them would come awesome and some of them would have like terrible edges. They weren't sharp when I couldn't even cut paper with some of them just from factory, which yeah, you can always fix that, but I just feel like it's nice when you get a knife that you can just immediately use it. That's what you pay for, right? So I was, I had a little phase where they were kind of bumming me out, but I can say that this one has come well. It's got a nice edge. The edge seems to match on both sides. It's sharp, which I'm really happy about, right? So whoever sharpened this one did a good job. I've had no problems with the access lock. No blade play. I mean, okay, access lock blade play, so like a tiny bit of side to side, but nothing major. Yeah, that's satisfactory. And, smooth access lock here. So the cool thing about this cutout, of course, you can middle finger flick. You can slow roll if you want, just like that. Let's see if I can just quickly thumb flick there. Yeah, I'd have to throw a little wrist in that, but you can still open it like that. And then of course, two-handed if you want to release that. This is super cool. This is definitely a knife that my uncle or something that hunts, I think this would come in very handy. Super light. You could clean or do whatever you needed to. That's a big blade there. So that's my first impressions. Not gonna lie, first 5 minutes I was kind of like, I don't know if I like this. But the more I carried it and the more I got used to the size, I think this is gonna do well for them. And I can already imagine the aftermarket scales that are gonna be made for this. the orange is growing on me. Obviously the orange for the hunt series is so if you're in the woods, you know, you're around all that greenery and you drop your knife or something, you know, you can find it. It's not lost forever, hopefully. I remember going dove hunting with my grandpa and having this like bright red necklace, and I remember him making me take it off and stuff, but you know, because you want to stay camouflaged. But look at this. So yeah, this is nice. Really like this. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm glad I gave it a second chance. Sometimes with me, first impressions, that's why take reviews with a grain of salt too. Of course, I love to watch them. I've always watched knife reviews before I buy, but sometimes if you like something, it might be mainly hated or vice versa. So make sure you always try and get something in hand if you are really interested in it. And the good thing is, you know, most places that sell these kind of production knives have good return policies. But yeah, and there's been quite a few knives that, you know, I might not have liked at first, and then through carrying them I found pros that I do enjoy about them. So but that's just kind of the person I am. I can always find something positive, unless a knife just really sucks, like, you know, if it comes with a terrible QC or something. But yeah, it's just my first impressions on that. I'll show a few more clips here and we can talk about the specs and all that, but there's that. And here is box. Nice hunt series, tagged out. And of course, shout out Blade HQ for the stickers. I don't know why I love stickers so much, but I do. So here's some close-ups real quick, and I showed them outside, but let's just go ahead and show them again. There is your tagged out with the mini Benchmade bug out and the full-size Benchmade bug out. There you go. And then of course we can do the PM2. There you go. And then why not the pair 3? There you go. All right, so as I've mentioned, it's definitely on the bigger side. So you have 8.13 inches overall length. You have a blade length of 3.5 inches, a cutting edge of 3.4 inches. That's nice. And CPM 154 blade steel, and get that beautiful clip point blade that I really like. We spoke that it has the stonewash finish, and handle length is 4.63 inches. So how much does this thing weigh? Remember, we've got a cutting edge of 3.4 inches, but it weighs in at only 2.10 ounces. That is awesome. That is cool. So, you know, like I said, perfect knife to hike with, be outdoors with, or just EDC if you don't like a really heavy knife in your pocket. So, all in all, I'm glad that I didn't let my first impression stop me, because I actually think that this is a cool knife. Another cool thing about the access lock, if you need to take this knife apart, I haven't taken this one apart, but I'm sure hopefully it's just like all other access locks with Benchmade. Most of the time, if you need to clean just around your pivot and stuff, all you have to do is back that screw out and you can keep the handles together. And then it can be a little finicky when you're placing it. You can use a toothpick or something to line everything up and then shove it back in. Kind of like how with the Sebenza, you don't have to fully take it apart. For the most part, you can clean it how you need to, just taking the blade out. So that's another good thing. And then you have your grivery scales, I don't know. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But yeah, there's just your little first impressions overview of the Benchmade Taggedout. Of course, you have your Benchmade logo there. Something interesting I did note, you know, you have your steel there, and then it says benchmade.com/pat. It's kind of interesting. I don't remember seeing a Benchmade that says that prior to this, but you know, first time for everything. But man, I really like the way that clip point blade looks. That looks good. And your price point at most retailers, it looks like it's coming in at 171 bucks. So, yeah, you know, over 100 bucks, but under 200. It's kind of at that good price range, especially for like Christmas presents and stuff like that. Actually thinking about getting this for my cousin. I don't know if he'll like the size. He's one of those guys that, like, you know, he's not very materialistic, so he carries just like your basic, probably like $20 pocket knives. But I want to get him something nice for Christmas, but I wonder if he'd like this one. This is something that I'm definitely thinking about. Like I said, the only thing is it's probably a little bit bigger than what he normally carries, but it's so light that I don't think he'd have a problem with it. But yeah, there you go. Alright, and here I am just using the knife for some EDC tasks today. Sorry my hard use people, I didn't really have any hard use tasks. This is just me opening some Amazon boxes, but as you can see, this is factory edge and it's slicing through the tape no problem. Here I am cutting through some foam. I don't know why I did that, but there you go. See, slices right through. There we have it. Here I am opening some clothes that I didn't need, but I ordered anyways. Slices right through it. There we go. And here's just me showing that stonewash again. Once again, Benchmade does a great job with their stonewash in my opinion. I think it looks really good. And there's just a knife in some use. Good ergos in my small hands. And looks nice.